Hey everyone, it's you already know who it is, and today we're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about how to play Blight. Now, as some of you already know, I am a Blight main personally. I love to use Blight. He is really fun. And today I'm going to tell you some tips and tricks that I wish I knew when I was sitting on Blight. Now, first thing I want to suggest is to watch other people who play Blight. People like Lilith Omen, Virtual, all those people who know how to play Blight really well. You will learn a lot from them. I guarantee you will learn something new when trying out Blight and watching their videos. Number 2, we have add-ons. Now, the Blight's best add-ons, no doubt, are the Alchemist Ring, which makes it so you get all of your rush tokens back after hitting someone with a rush. There's some Blight Tag, which if you use correctly can be really good. Compound 33, which is one of my favorites. You can break pallets with your face, which is so fun, and survivors almost never expect it. The Adrenaline Vial, which gives you 2 other rush tokens and it makes you faster, is very good in the right hands, but I do not suggest using that right now. We'll get into that. But other than add-ons, what build should you use? Now, this is the build that I started out with personally. It is the Cankerthorn and the Foxglove, which both decrease the rush recovery time by 2.5 seconds and 0.25 seconds and 0.5 seconds for a total of 0.75 seconds off. These are only off misses, so you're gonna be missing a lot, obviously, if you're trying him out. So I definitely suggest using these two because they will save your butt a lot. For perks, we have 2 of Blight's own perks, Undying and Blood Favor, just to make it so you have some slowdown to cleanse the hex, so they might be scared or whatever. And Blood Favor is also really good because it's not M1 anymore, it's only injuring them, so you can use your rushes on them as well, and you get blocked pallets. Bitter Murmur, just for some extra information, as always. And Fearmonger, which is just a really good perk for Blight because they are exhausted and blind, and if they see you they see you rushing towards you, they're not going to be walking around to get their exhaustion back. It's going to be running. So, really good perk on Blight. Now, once you have gotten the basics down, which we'll get into after we're done talking about these, once you get the basics down, what build should you use? Now, Blight works well with all types of perks. We have gem regression perks, chase perks, and information perks, which all are just super good on Blight. Perks like barbecue and chili make it so you can see people and where to go next after you're done a hook. After you hook someone, corrupt intervention to slow the game down just a little bit at the beginning, so you can secure your first down. Perks like pain resonance. Gotta find it. Where is it? Here it is. Pain res are really good because it's this passive regression, and since your snowball potential is so high, you're gonna be getting pain res every minute, and it's really gonna slow down gens a lot. And if you pair that with Dead Man's Switch right here, where is it? Pair that with Dead Man's Switch, then you get slowdown as well. So this build is definitely good, but there's a better build that I think that is just really good. And here it is right here. We have the Alchemist Ring, the best add-on the Blight ever has, which is too good. The Bladed Crow, which increases your speed per rush, which is also really good, but do not suggest using this when you're learning Blight because it'll definitely affect your muscle memory, which is not good. So just stick with these 2 add-ons for now until you get comfortable with the Blight. Now we have Pain Res and Dead Man's Switch, obviously, because they're a really good combo. And now we have No Way Out. I personally love to use No Way Out because if you play a Blight a lot and you get Merciless after Merciless, which is really easy by the way, your MMR is going to skyrocket. So you almost guarantee that you're going to be going into endgame with Blight. So No Way Out is just a really good backup perk just in case if everything goes wrong. Gives you an extra minute of slowdown to maybe secure a kill or 2, which is I think really good. Now, I bet you see a lot of people run Shadowborn. It is personal preference. You can run you can run Barbecue if you want. You can run Call of Brine if you want to kick gens. You can run Enduring. But Personally, I like to run Shadowborn just because it looks really, really good on Blight. And it's one of the few killers who actually work really well with Shadowborn. Now, other perks you might want to use are perks like I mentioned, enduring, chase perks like I'm all ears, chase perks like that'll make you get downs quicker, information perks like maybe Gearhead or Retribution or Lethal Pursuer are all really, really good on him, and regression perks like Tinkerers, Colubrine, Pain Res, you all know the memo. Now, perks to avoid are any perks that have to use a basic attack. Now, with Blight, the one thing I say to new Blight players a lot is to always use your rush. I want to say in your first few games, spend 80% of the time rushing. Because you want to get comfortable with that rush so you can use it more and get better with the rush and hit nasty flicks and get better and then movement. Yeah, it's just his rushes are super powerful for map movement and getting hits. So use rushes a lot. So that's why you don't want to use perks like Jolt, save the best for last, exposing perks like Rancor, or there's any perks that have to use your basic attack on, which like perks like Unrelenting, which is a pretty shit perk in general, but perks like Sloppy Butcher, perks that will have to use your basic attack and not your rush attack, are definitely a big no-no for Blight. Now we're going to talk about maps. Maps like Macmillan, all the beginning maps like Autohaven and Coldwind are all okay maps for Blight. I want to say the best map for Blight is definitely, or best realm for Blight is definitely the Macmillan Estate because of how many trees there are to bump into, and the shack is also a butter shack, which is also really, really nice. Now, I know that your first Blight match is going to be absolutely terrible because you don't know how to rush, you don't know how it works. So that's why what I suggest is in the newest update 6.4, Dead by Daylight actually made it so you can use bots in custom games now. So what you don't want to do is just load up a game, a custom game, with whatever add-ons you want to use. If you're new to Blight, probably run this build right here. I'll run this build just so you guys can see. And just try and do weird stuff. Obviously, you're not going to get blood points, you're not going to lose blood points, you're not going to D-pip, you're not going to D-rank, whatever. Just practice and have fun, and that's what we're going to do actually today. I'm going to show you some pretty cool techs and pretty easy ways to get hits with Blight and some other tips there and that. So make sure to stick around for that. And let's go. Alright, I assigned this to a Battle Preschool because there is a lot of slippery objects on this map. You may be wondering, oh, what the hell is a slippery object? That makes no sense. All objects have collision. Wrong. Objects like these cars do have collision, but the thing is that they are slippery, which means that on the side they are just a straight line in the collision, which means that so Blight does not collide with anything, which is very useful in some cases because wow, that was generous. Which is very, very useful in some cases because you can use that slipperiness to get a hit that you would have. Oh my god, that was sudden. But to get a hit that you would comp on it, to get a hit that you would never have gotten before. An example was like on that car. If they were camping the pallet, then I can do a 180 flick around the car to get a hit. We're gonna be a down. So I'm gonna go over here. Hi, bro. Now, a lot of people I see who play Blight tend to over lunge. Now, I only ever lunge when I am going around a corner like here. If I'm rushing right here, I would go along here and I lunge over here to maybe get a hit or something. But you don't want to do that because Blight's hitbox when he first starts a lethal rush or an attack is absolutely massive. So you're gonna want to take advantage of that, and you're gonna want to make sure that you are physically touching. You want to make sure that you are physically touching the other survivor so that they cannot dodge. Oh, okay, nice. I was not expecting that. So that they cannot dodge. Now that is probably the only time you ever want to lunge, what I did. But there, I wait till I'm touching them just so I can get an easy down and not whiff like I did last. And there goes Undying. Now, loops like this right here, some of the cars do not have collision in the front of them. So, what you could do is you go here, which does have collision, and you can go boom, and just slide around it, and you can. It's almost like a slingshot where you pull back and you go near, and you can swing whoever's in the pallet. Now there are also some advanced techs to do backwards called a moon rush. I don't know if I'm not gonna be able to do it here. I don't know. Yeah, no, probably not. But it's really hard, but it also is a lot more rewarding. Now, shacks like these that have a lot of things on the side are usually not the best. Anyway, shacks like these that have stuff on the side, like right here, actually do have collision. So if I go like this, I bump into them. So you are probably gonna want to stay on the sides that don't have collision, like these. They're just straight line walls, so you can slide across them. Now, not all shacks are like this. I think the Macmillan one is just completely flat, and some of the newer ones are also completely flat, like this. So you can go around like this, and you can just wrong side, and you can just hug the wall, and that makes it so much easier to get hits across like a shack. Yeah. Hello, David. Now, for indoor parts, you don't want to be risky with your hits, and you want to make sure that you're not stuck. And make sure that you're not stuck in a tight corner, like right here. If I go like, oh, bump right here, then I have to bump right here, then I have to bump right here, then I have to bump right here. Oh no, they went inside. Oh no, I missed. So you want to make sure that you, in long hallways, that makes you secure the hit easier. So if they're camping this pallet right here, you can go boom, bounce, and then hit them right here. Also, you can also break walls and pallets with your power. So if you're on like your last rush trying to traverse the map, I was like, oh, down pallet, you might as well just break it, because it's just a little quick time, saving time, you know. Now with the add-on Compound 33, you don't have to attack to break the pallets. You can just slam into them and it breaks up with your face. But you should not use that add-on unless you're getting pretty comfortable with Blight. Now the Cankerthorn and the Foxglove both make it so my rush recovery time is really quick. You see that? And usually it's not that quick, because that'd be absolutely disgusting if that was. But I definitely suggest you using these, because you will be using these. You'll be missing your attacks a lot more like that. But I'm just I suck, so you know. Where'd he go? Here he is. So it's a long corridor, and I can secure a hit. So I'm just gonna hi. Go in the car loop for me, buddy. Yeah, go in ambulance. Come on, go in ambulance. Yeah, go in ambulance. Oh, that was so close. I looked a little bit too much to the left, so that's my bad. But that's just some of the things that you can do with Blight. Now, I don't really suggest using flicks like that. Oh, nice. A lot too much, because you're gonna be missing them a lot. But the thing about these stamp custom bots is that they hold W way too much, and most survivors will just curve around the loop. So a lot of those flicks would have hit, but you know, whatever. Now, another thing that's really helpful is called a shoulder flick. Now, a shoulder flick is when you are physically touching a survivor and they try to spin you, you just flick your camera to the side that they're turning to, and you just wait till you're touching them, and then you just flick to the right. So if this is a survivor, then I make sure I'm touching them, and I So if the starter is right here, right, and I'm rushing towards them, and they try to spin me on my right side, I flick to my right, and I just hit while I'm touching them. And if I'm not touching them, then I'll be like over here, and I'll move forward, because that's how a lunge works. When you're in a rush, you move forward. So it's definitely, you have to make sure you're touching them before you shoulder flick. I'll try and show you a example. Hey, come on, dude, move. Yeah, go. You see how she moves to the left, and I flicked my camera as I was touching her? That was a shoulder flick right there, just so you secure the hit, and it's a called a shoulder flick because you touch him with your shoulder and you flick over your shoulder. Yeah, whatever. Now you probably see a lot if you watch Lilith Omen and people like that. You probably see them do crazy 180 flicks where they go around a car, like go boom backwards, go 360 moonwalk, and then hit them like across the map. You're not gonna want to focus on that too much when you're starting out with Blight, but you definitely. That's the fun part thing about Blight, is just the different flicks you can try and learn, like the moon rush. I didn't do, but now right now when you're learning out Blight, you want to use your speed to move around the map and patrol gens, because that is one of your biggest pluses as a movement-based killer, that you can patrol gens really good, and 3 gens are almost impossible to lose, especially if you have Alchemist Ring, where you can just down people super quickly. Oh, it's crazy. Still here. Now you see how even if he was off my screen, since Blight's hitbox is so abnormally large when he is rushing. Oh, he's so weird. He moves away. But since Blight's hitbox is so large when he's first starting his attack, they don't even have to be on your screen for you to hit them. You see that? I wasn't even looking in his direction, and I looked this way and I hit him. That's how absolutely disgusting his hitboxes are, and that's why you need to wait until you're touching them to swing. Now, it's gonna be hard, but you have to make sure to do that because it is so helpful. To do flicks like that, you're number one, a 90 degrees is the farthest degree that a lunge can turn. So if they were camping right here, it's like just almost imagine a dummy standing right here. If they were sitting right there, then I can rush them aside and I can just swing and hit them. But if they're over here, it becomes a little bit more complicated because you have to do a thing called a pre-turn. Hi, Michaela. Actually, she can say a pre-turn is when you pre-turn. So when you're about to rush, you go like this, and you rush down, and you want to look to the left before you rush. So that means when you're done at this wall, you're right here, and you can swing to get the extra 90 degrees. I will try and show you what that looks like. So if they were camping this pallet right here, they would have gone hit, and that's boom. Now Michaela, where are you off to, buddy? Alright, GG's to the Blots, and that's also going to be the end of this video. Now, Blight is definitely a hard killer, but once you get really good with him, then you will be a master at making survivors rage quit. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this, and also comment any questions you have about Blight. I will be sure to answer them as quickly as I can, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.